December the 8th, 1998. A day that would change my life forever. Exactly a month before my 6th birthday, it was purely by chance that I tuned into Channel 38 and became one of the lucky chosen few to see the United States inaugural episode of Pokemon, or Pokemon I Choose You. I say purely by chance because I hadn't even heard of the games prior. This was my very first exposure to the phenomenon known as Pokemon. But I knew from the very moment the title sequence ran that I wanted to be the very best, like no one ever was. I took a lot from that show. Ambition, compassion, determination. Most importantly, perseverance. 1 month and 1 year later, on my 7th birthday, my mom gave me the greatest gift I've ever been given. A Game Boy Color and my very first video game, Pokemon Yellow Special Pikachu Edition. I remember she was so proud. It was the rarest one on the market at the time, and we didn't really come from that financially set off as a family. It was nice to know we had something better than all the other kids had. Or at least Mom saw it that way. That's why it hurts me so much to think of how much I resented her for it. Childishly. Because the first time I got to a gym leader, turned out he had rock Pokemon, and as is typical of the 7-year-old mind, I only trained one primary Pokemon, which in Yellow Edition is by default Pikachu. I was just so upset that she cursed me that way. The other kids with Red and Blue version had already got all 8 badges, beat the Elite Four, caught legendaries, done things I hadn't even heard of yet. She made me so angry. But now, years later, I'm so glad she did curse me like that. When Pikachu's patented Thunder Shocks failed me against Brock's Geodude and Onix, I turned to my hero, Ash Ketchum. I asked myself, what would Ash do? Recalling back to the show, I remembered he didn't go and find a more suitable Pokemon. He and Pikachu trained relentlessly until they found a way. And that's exactly what I did. Fighting an unbelievable amount of Metapods, Rattatas, and Pidgeys, I power leveled my way to that Boulder badge. It might as well have been made of gold. I learned a valuable lesson that day. A lesson that I've carried with me for 12 years. With a lot of hard work, literally anything is possible. I never stopped playing Pokemon, like many of us. But sadly, like my idol, Ash Ketchum, though I wanted to be the very best, I never caught them all. Sure, I probably had them all at one time or another, but never all at once, on a single file. But now I'm at a crossroads in my life. As a 19-year-old liberal arts major from small-town Arkansas, I have virtually no claim to fame or foreseeable future. No opportunity to be truly great. People are always asking me, what are my dreams? When I've really only ever had one dream. To be the very best, like no one ever was. I see now that my life's been dedicated to Pokemon for a long time. Now it's just time to make it official. Where I failed as a boy, I will succeed as a man. I pledge on my love of Pokemon to be the very best, like no one ever was. The only question is how. It's not like catching all of them will accomplish anything. Anyone can do that. Tons of people already have. I would have to do something truly great, truly outstanding. That is why I've decided to catch every shiny Pokemon in existence. Every one. I know it sounds impossible. It's a 1 in 8,192 chance I'd even see one. If I caught one every day, which would in itself be a statistical anomaly, it would still take over a year to accomplish. But in the immortal words of Donna Summer, life can be a challenge. Life can seem impossible. It's never easy when there's so much on the line. Well, the way I see it, I've never had more on the line than right now. Mark my words. I will be the very best like no one ever was. I will be a Pokemon master. I will catch 'em all.